we keep coming across this term of late, at least. There is India and there is Bharat. And the way in which you speak to both this parts of the country is very different. You've been using creativity to bring out financial content in many ways. How do you exactly address this difference? How important is it to distinguish between India and Bharat and use creativity when you're talking financial terms?
Thanks, Terence. And I think if I say simmered rice with some coriander on the top, and if I say poha, the meaning is the same, right? So
Yeah.
when you talk to India, maybe you need to talk in some colloquial language, maybe Oxford English. When you
Yeah.
talk to a normal guy, and everybody is normal, uh, there is no India and Bharat. What happens is, typically, if you look at wants and needs, wants are actually based on constructed preferences, Terence. That is because on education, on peer group, on media, on market pressure. So wants are your constructed preferences, and needs actually are your natural preferences. Needs are actually life that we would want to live when nobody is watching us. I think that is the common thread between India and Bharat. Everybody's wants and needs are actually different. They don't understand. They might want everything, but their needs are actually the same. And nobody has been able to distinguish between the wants and needs. I think as an advisor, we need to distinguish between wants and needs. I'll give you an analogy, as Ashish said, an analogy. So let me give you an analogy.
Yeah.
Uh, Terence is from Goa. So every day Terence might be having fish or chicken with pav at home. If I am a Maharashtrian, I'll have a dal roti at home or a sabzi and roti at home. But the moment I go and enter a marriage, I will first start with the soup, then the starters, then I will take all 4 5 menus which are there: Italian, Mexican, Mongolian, Punjabi, and then I will end up having probably 5 sweets, and the result of that will be a upset stomach. So my whole logic was to eat, but I filled my plate with so many unwanted things that caused an upset stomach. In India and Bharat, rather than looking at the differences, what you have to identify, the commonality is elimination is more important than selection. And if you can eliminate most of the unwanted decisions, then you can select the right ones. And I think that is the most common thread between India and Bharat. Yes, the lingo can change. You might have यहाँ हम है, यहाँ ये panel है और हमारी पावरी हो रही है, which only a few on Twitter can understand. But I mean, if I swear in English, it is very cool. If I swear in Hindi, it is very uncouth, Terence. So that is the difference between India and Bharat. I think we need to get to the root. People are actually welcoming advisors who can talk in native languages. People are very happy when I speak in Marathi going out of India and talking to Maharashtra Mandals. So I think one has to really understand that communicating in the language what they understand and in the manner where you can simplify concepts and tell them. I think that is the key. There is no difference when it comes to India and Bharat when it comes to financial management, because one thing is very common, and that word is greed. Whether it is India or Bharat, greed is constant. So you need to actually tame down that customer expectation. So I will approach India and Bharat in local languages with examples either closer to the ground, closer to their city, or probably closer to the state.